done FBN at Netcom $2. This is privilege mode. The first stage you see, okay, because we have not logged out, that's why he goes to this
switch at once.
Nothing. Because if you it doesn't recognize that, you want to resolve it because it sees it as a command. So let me see. That's a configuration mode. I end it to come to privilege mode. If I want to write now, you just type WR, short form of this. Enter. What did he say?
Building configuration. Okay.
Yeah, he has written it. So if we restart now, it's already there.
Yeah.
So that's why some people fail even in Cisco exam. They will configure, but they will not save it. It is script they use to mark it pause. You know, sometimes anything can happen to your computer. That thing goes off, and all your configuration is gone. So they will say advisable. Or even if in a 2 hours you have been configuring, you didn't save, anything happen. That some people fail because of it. So you can write at this privilege mode, or if it is at the configuration mode, you just do write.
That's the mode where I was when I pasted it.
Yes. The mode you were at when you pasted it, it has configuration mode.
Okay.
But you can't write, you can't save at that mode. You have to go to privilege mode and save it, or put do if you want to save directly.
Okay.
For a professional this thing, it will not go out of that mode. You will just do. It's the same thing you will get. So if I want to so run now, I will see, instead of saying so run, I will say do so run. So let's just use this one as a sample now. This one is configured for Ikotepene. But I've already told you, if I want to change it to any branch, because it was even CBD before I carried to Akampa. So if I was the one that installed that switch, this problem will not happen because I will configure it with the IP address of that branch. If you carry this switch now and go and give CBD, the same issue will happen. Nobody will be able to log on remotely. You have to come there and console to it. That's the problem Jami is facing. So in order to save your time when you are installing switch, it's better to put the right IP address. Let it just be the address of that branch. Once he connects it to it, because from the router he will see that switch is connected to it, he will see the IP address. There is a command he will enter. That's why he pasted it. So at this stage, let me say I carry this switch, I want to go and use it. As I told you here, this is what you will change. Every other thing for Portnox, they already the same. This is the gateway you will change. Even this host name itself, no day important, it will work fine.
Okay.
But you see these two, you have to get it, especially this one, because if Jamiu can enter it, it will change this one. But you see this IP address, if it's not correct, it can't enter it.
So because if I go to Ikotepene and configure it to carry their branch IP, will it be able to enter it?
Yes. But he didn't want you to say, because he knows, be all the support staff know how to change it. That's why he will say configure it. Because if I to me now, he didn't want to push it to me. But if he knows say I'm in the branch, he will just say I should help him put the right IP address. Because in that thing, it was showing 78. 78 was market. So let's say you want to, I've told you this 67. The IP, where is the IP? You don't need to worry about it, just a copy and paste. Which place? Where you have, but don't worry, me I know they go through run. I will just say to so run. If it is, I can even say do so. Morning.
Well, what's that command? Do show IP integer.
Interface bring easy.
Interface. 253.
Why is this one showing 67 253? But it could be a mistake.
Here you said it's 67.
Oh, they don't sort it down. It's only Finland one that is having. Do so wrong. Finland. Did I see anything?
No.
I didn't see anything. But we changed the IP now. Is this mouse having problem?
That ruling is not
working.
Said you drop.
I don't even see it.
Yeah.
This one is to show the interface that is there. You see this one? This is the two. You can see it's gig. It's
That's
not
the uplink.
fast. This is uplink. The two uplink is this one.
Okay.
The other one is 1 to 24. But I want to. Okay, I made mistake. Do so wrong. That is Finland one. You can see the IP address. That's the IP address. If I want to change it now, I'll just change it. Let's say I want to change it.
Did you click on this thing?
I select it.
Okay. Right or normal clicking?
Normal clicking. Make cannot.
It's normal like using DOS now. Okay.
So when you select like this, you are on put you other this thing fit the different because you have you have different tools to enter it.
Okay.
Like on my laptop now,
It's not putty.
I don't use putty. I use another application.
When you select like this and right click here,
You right click,
I
paste.
understand now.
So you can do it. It's better to do it so that so run interface VLAN 1. So select it and end it here. You select it from this interface.
From here? Up.
Down from their interface. Let it end here. Yeah. Right click. Yeah. So you can now move with cursor to where you want to change. You don't go beyond. Go back. Use backspace. Don't delete them.
Let's say 66.
Let's say 66 now.
And this one should be like say 4.
Anything you want to change here, you can change it. No, you won't put dot after.
Okay.
It's just a space. Enter. You are taking it. If you want to save it, you go.
See.
Right.
No, the other one. Do.
Yeah, you got it. Enter. So you are taking it now. So if you want to verify what you configure, you can do it. Just say do so run. That is fill and run.
Join.
No,
Join.
this way.
I think now your soul get
Okay.
problem. You can just put SH.
SH.
Something
Remove
you
it,
will,
yes.
you will recognize it. You can write it together and know what you.
Joshua.
So he has taken that one. You can do so. If you don't want to be so run for all of them, you can do. I'm not saying that thing. Do so run session